What is up, everybody? Howdy doody. Howdy doody. No, I didn't get on here the other day, but wanted to let a couple of days pass before we get on here and talk about getting 2024 started, y'all. How y'all doing? Man, it's actually finally now starting to get a little bit chilly. You know, I've been complaining about that through the whole Christmas season. It's been annoying the shit out of me, dude. It's been all warm and shit. Uh, Hopefully it's not like that next Christmas. But anyway, what are y'all up to? Here we are. 2024 is finally here, boy. But it's technically not the year of the dragon yet. Year of the dragon doesn't technically start. Well, if you look it up, I don't know. I don't know how anybody feels about it, but technically February 10th is when it starts, but whatever. Whatever. This stuff works on more of a collective consciousness scale anyways. Because like Leah was saying, she was like, it's hard to celebrate the new year when I know this isn't really the real new year. And I was telling her, I was like, yeah, but it's kind of like a big collective consciousness thing. It's like if 5, 6, 7, 8 billion people believe that it's 2024, then that is what will manifest, you know? And that's the way it works. That is the way it works, for real, for real. Let me go ahead and share this. Hang on. Howdy do, y'all. Looks like y'all filling up in here slow again. Hang on, I'm going to share this real quick. We're going to get a couple people up in here. Oops. All right. All righty. Anyway, though, but you know what I've been seeing? I'm already starting to see. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong on this, hopefully. But so far, it's kind of looking like we're already starting to see signs of crazy financial shit going on, man. Already starting to see signs of it. Maybe I'm wrong, but like Leah's been making the comment over the last few days, you know, readings are coming in. Where's all the money at? This doesn't make sense. And then yesterday we finally got to looking into it on Square. Like a bunch of orders came in. It's not showing up on the balance. It's not showing up on there at all. As you saw that this order came in, like 5 or 6 orders came in yesterday. None of it's showing up in the balance. And I'm like, yup. Here we go. Here we go, boy. Here we go. I'm ready. I started preparing myself for this shit back in 2021. Yep. Now I don't know. Everybody has different advice. I don't give advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So I personally bought a bunch of gold and silver. That's what I did. Not a whole lot, but just enough. If, shit hits the fan, we can eat for 6 months, a year, something like that, So anyway, just noticed that yesterday. She was like, wait a minute, this didn't make sense. All this came in. Where's it at? It's not in the balance. It only shows like $40 in the balance, and like 5 or 6 orders came in. I'm like, yep. Here we go, boy. Here we go. I'm ready. Let's get this shit. Let's get it, man. Let's get it, Been kind of waiting on this and waiting. Now, as soon as the clock strikes 2024, shit gonna start fucking up. Anyway, though, what are y'all up to? Yeah, let's get it over with. That's what I'm saying. Fucking hey, man. Let's get it over with. Now, I don't know all the ins and outs of how everything's going to go down or what's going to happen, when, and all this and that. But I think anybody that knows anything about anything knows that the next 2 years are going to be centered around crashing the old financial system. I don't know. Like I said, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking I'm already starting to see the signs of it. That's what it looks like to me. Mm-hmm. If I hate to talk numbers and whatnot, but like in the last 24 hours, like $700 came in to our Square, and it only shows like 140 in the balance. I'm about to tell her, I'm like, you know what we need to do over the last week, 2 weeks? What we need to do is we need to go and we need to look all the orders that came in and all the deposits that went into the bank. Because she's made that comment a few times in the last week or two. She's like, all these orders are coming in. Where is the fucking money? This doesn't make sense. So we need to get in there and look at it. And I'm like, yep, the fucking financial system, dude. I'm telling you. Anyway, I could be wrong, but I'm starting to get a little bit excited. Like, there we go, man. Here we go, yo. Anyway, though. Anywho, hello, everyone. How y'all doing? How you doing? No, this is a whole new financial system coming in. This is a whole new financial system. This is a nexus point timeline. This has nothing to do with manifestation. And even at that, see, 5 years from now, everything that you or I have ever known about career and finance is going to be completely different. I'm not even 100% sure exactly under what principles the new financial system will manifest. It may be the same, but you have to understand that the old fiat currency is worthless paper. That's why it's so easy to manifest when you really start playing with it. The new financial system that's coming in is not worthless paper. It's actually asset backed. So will it manifest under the same base set of principles? I don't know. Probably, but this is the part that people don't understand. The old financial system was created for one reason and one reason only, and that was to enslave you. By creating the system the way they created it and training you to think the way that you think, you reverse manifest it and enslave yourself. That whole system is going bye-bye. That whole system. The whole system. So 10 years from now, money is going to be like tap water. Now, it's going to be a slow, gradual transition. And that's the reason people like me and our team of volunteers and Starseeds and whatnot have been here trying to help reprogram you to think differently. Because if they were to just overnight redistribute the wealth, if they were to take all the wealth of the world and evenly distribute it to every single human on the planet, in less than 5 years, all that money would end up right back in the same hands. Because the overwhelming majority of the population is still on the vibration of lack. So it's a new crazy system that's coming in. Yep, it is a system that's run on an intelligence that would just blow your fucking mind. I'm ready. Let's get it. I'm ready. Yeah. Because, and another thing too, 10 years from today, if you work a job, it's not going to be a job that you have to work so that you can have a little bitty bullshit ass amount of money that you can barely afford to survive on. That whole system is going bye-bye. But it's going to be a slow process. The changeover should be done in the next 3 or 4 years. It's going to start happening this year. It should be done in the next 3 to 4 years, but it probably won't really be fully operational for about another 5 to 10 years because it's going to take that long to re-educate the masses. It's going to get, because you have to think, for the past 100, 200 years, probably longer than that, generation after generation after generation after generation have been programmed to be on a lack vibration when it comes to finances. They've been programmed that way. And you have to slowly unprogram that lack vibration. Slowly unprogram it. Slowly. It'll take fucking years for some people. You got to think, if there's a 60-year-old person who has believed that money is something that you have to work really, really, really hard to get just a little bit of, they've believed that for 60 years, how easy do you think it's going to be to get them to understand that that's not the way it's supposed to work at all? It's going to be hard. It's going to be very difficult. Very difficult. But yeah, no, when it comes to manifestation, I'm not even 100% sure if the new finances are going to manifest under the same base set of principles. Because we have to collectively get everybody on a vibration of abundance at the same time. Not just one individual like me or you. This is a whole collective thing. This new world we're moving into is huge, y'all. Huge. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. So 10 years from today, if you work a job, if you do, it'll be either something that you love and or something that is a service to humanity. Everybody's going to be abundant financially with material. You know, your basic needs will be met. What would you do? Think about it. What are you going to do with your time when all of your basic needs are met? What are you going to do? Most people don't really think this through. I didn't think it through either, because that was the first thing that I ever set out to learn how to manifest was finances. And then when I finally got put in a position where all of my needs were met, I went nuts. You'll go nuts. It won't make you happy. It's kind of like when you're a kid. You know, when you're a kid and you want to grow up so bad. You want to grow up so bad because when you're a little kid, there's all these things that you can't do. I can't eat cookies before dinner. You know, I can't wait till I grow up. Because in that little kid's mind, him not being able to eat cookies before dinner and him having to go to bed at 9 o'clock at night, all he needs is for those problems to disappear and all of his problems will be solved, right? He'll just be, as soon as he can eat cookies and go to bed when he wants, then all of his problems will disappear, right? Well, okay, so then he grows up, fast forward, now he can eat cookies whenever he wants. Now he can go to bed whenever he wants, but did that really create his happiness for him? No, because now there's other problems that he didn't even know fucking existed. Same thing with finances. Same thing with money. Broke people, they think, oh man, as soon as I can just afford this and afford that, then all my problems are going to go flying out the window. And it's like, yeah, those problems will go flying out the window. They will. But boy, that's going to fucking shine a light on other problems that you didn't even know existed. It's going to shine a light on some things that some demons that have been hiding down there that you didn't even know existed. You'll go nuts. But eventually, once all your basic needs are met, you got food, you got a nice house to live in, got a nice car, you don't got to worry about gas, bills are paid. Once all those needs are met and you don't have to dedicate your life to slaving away to meet those needs, eventually, at some point, you're going to have no choice but to focus your energy on something that you're passionate about, something that you're interested in. You're going to have no choice. It's going to happen by default. What else are you going to fucking do with your time? When you're not focusing 90% of your time on slaving away to survive, what are you going to do with your time? Eventually, you're going to start noticing that you're interested in things. Eventually, things are going to start catching your attention. Eventually, what you're really passionate about is going to bubble up to the surface. And this could be a slow process. But this is how every individual on the planet is very unique. Every individual on the planet is very gifted in their own way and very special. But you see, the system that we've been living in has been suppressing all of your gifts. Has been suppressing how special you are and how talented and unique you are, because you have no time to focus on it. You don't have time to focus on what your gifts are, on what your interests are. You have no time to focus on anything because you're focused on one thing: survival. It's all your average human is focused on, is surviving. I got to make it through the next week to get next week's paycheck so I can survive. I got to make it through the next week to get the next paycheck so that I can get the rent paid, you know? And then when your average human spends their whole life doing nothing but trying to survive, every gift, every opportunity, the uniqueness, the special shit about that individual gets buried, stuffed down, and then ultimately it goes to the grave with them. And that's the system that we're moving out of. So it's much, much, much bigger than manifestation. Manifestation is much fucking bigger than money. Much, much bigger. Manifestation is the creation of your whole fucking life experience. Much bigger than that. Manifestation is going to be happening on a fucking grand scale that you couldn't even comprehend in the next 5 years. There's going to be humanitarian projects that will just absolutely blow your fucking mind. It's pretty cool, dude. Pretty cool. Pretty sweet. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to be able to be on here forever this morning. But I like getting on here and putting some little content on this channel, man. Anyway, I haven't been doing full hour chats here lately, have I? Normally, I like to get on here and chat for an hour. I haven't been doing that, though. I got to wake Leah up at 9. It is now 8:36 a.m. here in SoCal. Anywho, though, what are y'all up to? What are y'all up to? Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe it may not be happening just yet, but I'm just looking at this shit, and I'm like, here we go. Let's get it. Because anybody that's known anything about anything has known that this has been going on since 2020. Everything that started happening in 2020 was all centered around this. And it was originally a very sick, sadistic, twisted, evil, fucked up plan. And that plan was intercepted. So we're still going to go through it. But if the original plan had been successful, a lot of us would probably be dead right now. For real. And I mean, it's not to say that there still won't be some people that don't stick around for this new world, you know, because not all of the effects of some of the things that have happened in this war that we have been in have taken place yet, if you know what I mean. And yes, this war we have been in. We've been in the. I love it when people talk about World War III. Oh, we're on the brink of World War III. We're on the brink of World War III. I'm like, brink my nuts. We've been in the middle of World War III since the clock struck 2020. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Come on, man. We done been going through World War III. Hang on a second, y'all. Hold up. Dragon's blood. I actually didn't even think about it. It was so funny. This showed up, I think New Year's Eve. I ordered it on Amazon. I wasn't even thinking about Year of the Dragon, Dragon's blood. Wasn't even thinking about that. I used to burn that stuff all the time back in my Vegas studio. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. Because I used to have, dude, I had the most insane abundance of incense back at my old Vegas house. I had hundreds of thousands of incense sticks just piled up. Had to throw most of them away because I would have taken a few boxes. And I threw away everything. And then I was like, oh yeah, I used to burn that fucking dragon's blood. And then it showed up New Year's Eve. So I've been ringing in the new year with the dragon's blood. And then I realized, I was like, oh yeah, fucking Year of the Dragon. Sweet. Anyway, though, what I was saying at the beginning of the video, technically, if you look it up, they say the Year of the Dragon doesn't technically begin until February 10th, you know, but anyway. Anywho, what y'all up to? Leah's feeling all right. She had an allergic reaction. She went and got her hair done. And she ended up sitting there in the salon for 9 hours. She had an allergic reaction to the fumes in the salon. Sitting in that shit. I don't know what in the hell took 9 fucking hours, but she got sick. She threw up while she was there. I made her a lunch, and I made her some food to take with her because she knew she'd be there for a few hours, but she didn't expect to be there 9 hours. And she texted me saying, "Was that jelly expired?" I said, "No." "Why?" She said, "I just threw up." I was like, "No, that jelly doesn't expire for another year." I made her peanut butter and jelly, and she came home not feeling good. I had to give her some energy healing, give her some reconnective healing frequencies. She started scaring me. She was crying because her hands and her feet were cold. And I'm panicking. I'm like, what the fuck? She's burning up. She has heat radiating off of her. And she's saying her hands and her feet are cold. And she's freaking out. I'm freaking out. I'm like, fuck, what do I do? So I laid down in the bed and I pull the strongest fucking frequencies in that I can possibly pull. And in less than 10 minutes, because she had told me to pile all these blankets on her because she's freezing. And then so I lay down with my hand above her head, and in less than 10 minutes, she's like, "Oh my God, take these blankets off. I'm hot now." So that's what we do. We avoid going to doctors at all costs in my house. Not saying it's impossible, but that is if you ever hear of any of us going to a doctor or a hospital, there's a serious problem. Like serious problem. We don't go to doctors. We don't go to hospitals. We will avoid that at all fucking costs. And that's what we do. Energy healing. Somebody's feeling sick, come lay down. Pull in the frequencies. We have a Kangen water machine. We have the top of the line Enagic Kangen water machine. And which spits out alkaline water and acid water. And if you start getting sick, how this works, I don't know. I didn't even know this about it before we bought it. But you can, because it pulls the water in, and there's 2 tubes that come out. And out of the top, it spits alkaline water. And out of the bottom, it makes acid water. It actually turns the water into acid water. And if you take a little bitty shot, if you take a shot glass full of that acid water, you smell this shit, you'll be like, it's so strong. You take a shot of that acid water once in the morning, once at night. I've never seen it take longer than maybe 2 days to get a sickness to go away. So anyway, though, to answer your question, yes, she's feeling better. She still had a stomach ache all day yesterday, but she should be back 100% today. Should be. Anywho. Oh, that is a long time. Well, you know what, too? She said that the hairstylist lady was complaining about feeling sick, too. Is what she said. She's like, she started saying that she was kind of feeling a little bit sick, too. And I started looking it up. And I have read a couple of cases where people have some kind of reaction to the fumes. Whatever it was crazy. It was nuts, man. It was nuts. $600 fucking hairdo. She got it cut and colored. So I don't know what it was. If they used something special. Why it took 9 hours for her to sit there in that shit. And she said she was the only one in the salon too. So anyway. Yep, we doing good though. Doing good. How y'all doing? Y'all got some fun plans for 2024? Man, this week, hopefully I hear some good news this week. This week or next, I don't know. Hopefully. Because from what I've heard, there's some big things that we're gearing up for that are supposed to start kicking off the first week of January. That's all I can say right now. So, yeah, I can't really say a whole lot. I did some interviews. I was interviewed by some people. And I'll give you a hint. I was interviewed by some people. And for the holidays, Hollywood has been shut down. Let's put it like that. And they open back up today after the holidays are over. And everything should start kicking off. I don't know if I'm going to hear any good news, but first couple of weeks of January is when everything starts getting rolling again. Can't say too much. Can't say too much, but there's all kinds of good news as far as that goes. A lot of amazing, impressive changes have been happening in the world. And we're going to make some more amazing changes happen. I don't know how much. You got to be looking. You really got to be looking close to see some of the changes that have happened for the better. Hang on a second. You really got to look and see some of the amazing changes that have happened for the better. Ever since the clock struck 2020, we have been eradicating lots of evil off of the planet. Lots of evil. Now, we're not 100% done, not 100%, but we have eradicated lots of evil. Lots of evil. And yeah, we're turning everything around, man. Anyway, I can't say too much. Anyway, what are y'all up to, man? Yeah, I don't know what it was. Bobby Wyatt. I don't know what it was. Don't know what it was, but something to do with something special. I don't know. She said she had some kind of whatever it was. I forget the name of it. Whatever it was that she used. It's just real expensive stuff. And I don't know. It was some kind of special stuff. It had a weird, funky name to it that I don't even know. Some special stuff that's like really expensive or something like that. And apparently, yeah, I don't know if you sit in it for 8 hours, 9 hours, it's not too good for you. But anyway, yeah, she getting better. Yep, she getting better. Oh, anyway, I'm only going to be able to be on here for a couple of more minutes. It's going to be time for me to go wake her up here in a minute. Just wanted to get up and say what's up to y'all. I'm eventually, see, back in the day, I don't know, for those of you who have followed me on this channel, I used to get up really super early in the morning and do these chats, and I would stay on here for like a full hour because for some reason, back in 2021 or so, 2022, my brain would wake me up between 4 and 5 a.m. every morning. I don't know why. For the past year, I wake up at like 6:37. I miss being able to go to bed at 9, bam, snap awake, fully rested, 4:30, 5 a.m. And I would have plenty of time to sit around and bullshit, wake up, drink my coffee, whatever I got to do, and then get on here and talk for a fucking hour and still have a couple of hours to myself. I don't know, man, for the past year or so, my brain don't wake up until 6:37 at the latest. This morning, 7:30. That's like late compared to normal. I don't know when that started happening or why, but anyway, anywho, been doing a lot of astral traveling lately too. I don't really remember all of it. I just remember leaving and then coming back. I don't really bring the memory back with me. Y'all remember? Let me talk about this real quick before I go. Y'all remember? Was it last year? Yeah, last year where I started having these really, really scary fucking sleep paralysis episodes where I would be disconnected from my body. Remember that? I started having this weird shit that would happen to me where I would take a nap and I would end up waking up with sleep paralysis. And it would freak me out. It was an extremely uncomfortable feeling because not only would I be paralyzed, but my head is ringing so fucking loud and I can't move. And finally, this one day, I wake up, I'm paralyzed and my head is ringing so fucking loud. My whole body is ringing. And I'm like, I gotta move. And then finally I went, yeah, fuck. I broke out of it. So I'm laying there like this. I'm like, yes, I finally broke out of it. And I look down and my hands are still laying like this on my chest. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm going like this. I'm doing this, but I'm seeing this. Scared the shit out of me. And I could even go like this and I could feel the bed. I even went like this. I could feel my fucking astral hands. I'm disconnected and I'm kicking my legs. I'm not fully connected to my body. Scared the shit out of me, dude. I'm like, oh no, what the fuck? Craziest fucking experience that ever happened to me in my life. And then finally, I'll somehow end up breaking out of it. Well, now when it happens, it doesn't scare me that bad. It doesn't scare me that bad, but it is kind of funny where I'll wake up and I'm kind of paralyzed and I can just be like, yeah, and look around. And it's so funny too, because I've noticed that when I find myself like that, if I get up and look around, or if I look around, everything looks slightly different than when I'm fully connected in body. It looks like I'm in a different place. I'm still laying on the same bed. I'm seeing the same room, but it's different. I don't know how to explain it, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy, but it happened to me again the other night. It happened to me again the other night where I woke up and I'm paralyzed, and it's kind of annoying now. Now it kind of annoys me where I'm not fully connected. My astral body will like kind of barely connect itself back, and it won't be all that connected. And it's like the only thing that's connected is from here up. And it's only halfway connected. And I can flail my arms, and I'm like, God damn it. So what I have to do is I have to lay there and then just slowly wiggle my fingers, slowly. And then once I wiggle my fingers, that gets my arms back connected. And then I can get all back connected in my body again. It's fucking weird, man. Scared the shit out of me when it first started happening, though, dude. Scared the fuck out of me. I could not believe it. And then it happened again. It happened like 2 or 3 times in 2020. It was in 2022. Fuck, man. The years are just flying by so fast. Anyway, though, I don't know where I was going with that. Doesn't it freak you out a little bit how quick the years are flying by? Doesn't that freak you out a little bit? Like, tell me if you concur with this. Fucking ever since 2020, 1 year feels like 6 months. Time has doubled. And I'm not just throwing out random arbitrary numbers. It literally, 2 years now feels just like 1 year felt pre-2020. Have y'all noticed that? Like, I literally still feel right now like it's 2022 and 2021 was last year. You mean last year was 2023? Like, I remember from 2020 to 2022 felt like 1 year. It felt like 1 year. Now, from 2022 to 2024, it still feels like it's only been 1 year. I feel like 2021 was last year. It's fucking crazy, dude. It has me so fucked up. How the fuck is it flying that fast, man? That freaks me out. They always say, oh, it goes faster and faster the older that you get. And yeah, it did. The older that I got, it would get a little bit faster. And then once I got up into my 30s, it went faster. But after 2020, it doubled. Bam, doubled. 2020 to 2022 was 1 year as far as my time perception. 2022, dude, I feel like because the beginning of 2022 is when I got my Camaro. I feel like that was just last year. That was 2 years ago. That's fucked up, dude. Anyway, yeah, it is going to be time for me to hop on out of here. Time for me to go wake Leah up, and we're going to get our day started. My goal is to finish the bonus readings today. All of them. All the way from Virgo to Pisces. That's my goal. Am I going to hit my goal? I don't know, but that's the goal that I'm setting for myself for the day. Things come up. You never know. Something could come up and get in the way of that. I don't think we have anything planned for today. I'm going to go downstairs and hit the at-home gym, bust me out a workout, and then get in here and hit my reading table and start busting some shit out. So anyway, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and listening to me blab and run my mouth, and I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day.